This is Sean Morey joining you for another session of the LenCred Credit Geek Q&A, joined as always by my partner in crime, Dustin Weitzel, our senior advisor. Dustin, how are you?
I'm fantastic. Thanks,
wonderful. So I kind of, how am I?
Yeah.
Well, you know, to be honest, as cheesy
You
as
really
it
don't care.
is,
Let's move on.
No, I'm excited. How I am is I'm excited about this segment because, you know, our wonderful director, Gabriel Beal, who's our manager of partner relations, you know, he kind of gave us a topic that he felt was really
Last
relevant.
minute, by the way. Thanks for that. Right?
Typical Gabe
Yeah.
move.
All right.
We do
It was
love
a good
him,
one. Yep.
We feel like this is a really good topic because he said, you know, I said to him, I said, Gabe, if we could talk about one thing that's going on that would help our partners, what would it be? And he said, talk about what's going on. You just said it. Let's talk about what's going on. So I jotted down a couple of things,
Yeah,
right?
Okay.
Super easy. I jotted down a couple of things that I thought would be really valuable to just kind of touch on. So what I want to do is try to keep this to that 60-minute or 60-second per segment, just like on ESPN. You know, they have that 60-second segment, kind of back and forth, blah, 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 blah. So I want to do a little bit of that. Something new we've never done before.
60 minutes, but
You
not
just stop,
60
you're just
minutes.
going to pay attention, and I'm going to tell you what to do. You're the smart guy, I'm the host here, so just get with the program, okay? So, we're going to talk about 4 key things. We're going to go over a little bit about what's new in the industry in 2018, what's so hot right now, which is one of our new segments. That's a shout out to Derek Zoolander. We're going to talk about Plastic, a partner that we've been working with, spelled P-L-A-S-T-I-Q, and how we've used them. And my favorite, drum roll, the IDP, our instant decisioning platform, our newest piece of technology that's helping us to advance our ability to give instant decisions to our clients and to our partners' clients. So,
Getting better every day.
every
client.
every
pull.
day.
Yep.
So let's dive right in. Dustin, talk to me about what's new in 2018 in the industry. What's the number one thing that you feel is the biggest and newest thing going on today?
I know we didn't prep much for this, but I think it's something that's been going on for almost forever or for a very long time, but
Okay.
people are more open to credit card financing in general.
That's a great point.
It's a more accepted thing than it was even 3 years ago. And 8 years ago, it was no way, that's taboo, that'll ruin your credit, it's horrible. People started realizing, hey, this is where the money's at. Then it became, let me look into this. This is, maybe it's okay. Then it's, this is all I have. Now it's, this is pretty awesome when you understand how to do it. So it's really something when you ask what's new, it's something that's more popular because people are understanding and they're reading more and researching and finding out that this is actually a really great way to do this. Shy of what we were raised, you know, credit cards are the devil.
Yeah.
If you don't have cash, don't buy it. You're gonna,
The Dave Ramsey mantra.
Yeah.
And nothing against Dave. Dave, you're great at getting people out of debt, terrible at helping people with their credit.
Absolutely.
Love it.
We appreciate that you can pay for his program of credit.
Boom. So with that, let's talk a little about that for just 10 seconds. So what I've noticed is it seems like the posture went from credit cards are awful to credit cards are my only option to credit cards seem like a good option. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Education.
So we're going to leave it at that. I'm not going to let him go any further because if you want to know more, you'll have to click down below and subscribe to get into our actual video library where we talk more about each one of these topics in further detail. So, what's so hot right now? For me, I think the biggest thing that's so hot right now in our industry is partnerships and client relations. What I'm now describing as PX. So you've got CX for any of you marketing gurus out there, which is the client experience.
Absolutely.
PX is something I'm really focusing on in my new role. So my role, if you guys don't know, as of 2 months ago, and it's now June 11th, 7:31 p.m. Arkansas time, my new role is the Director of Strategic Development. So within that, my umbrella is everything related to partners and new strategic development based on partnerships and other products at LenCred. And if there's one thing that I've noticed, it's the partner experience is everything. If you don't have a good CRM, if you don't have a good reporting system, if you don't have good login dashboards for people to see what's going on, you're not getting the business. So for me, what I've noticed, what's so hot right now is that partner
you're definitely not
experience.
going to maintain it. We've
It's
experienced that in
exactly
the
right.
past too.
It's exactly right. And so one thing that you'll know at LenCred is we are okay with admitting our flaws. And one thing we haven't been so great at in the past is that partner experience. That's something we're really focusing on in the latter half of 2018 to ensure that not only do we provide good information, but that it's digestible, that you can actually understand what you're reading. So before you go any further, I want to move into plastic, because I know this is your bread and butter, man. If you had a hot knife, right through it. So in less than 2 minutes, and I know this is going to be tough for you, I want you to give them the 50,000 foot view of how we've leveraged plastic and how they've helped our clients with their credit card finances.
Sure. So kind of the ideal thing for us with plastic is there's so many things that, hey, credit card's cool, I like it, 0%, revolving, only pay for what I use, but I need to have some cash, right? And so that's the big objection we've had for years. Well, how much do you need and what do you really need it for? Can we move some of this stuff around? So what Plastic's kind of goal, and I'm not here to speak about their mission, but it's basically to say we want people to be able to pay a lot of the bills, maybe your landlord, things that you typically couldn't pay with credit cards. That's how you got your money? Cool. We want to make it a little easier for you to use that and to be able to do these things in the business that you used to not be able to do.
So layman's terms, why is plastic good for our partners and clients?
It's giving them more options. It's allowing them to use the type of financing they get to actually run and operate their business where they use.
Save money, not having to do cash strategies, which are easy but costly at some point, right?
They are absolutely costly. You could be paying 18 to 25%. You have a 3 to 5% fee typically to pull cash out. There's usually a daily limit as to how much you can pull out of there. So with plastic, the cool piece is whether you want a $5,000 transaction or if you need to use multiple credit cards to do a $250,000 transaction, their fee is going to be 2.5%.
2.5%?
Regardless.
Across the board.
So if you have 0% credit card lines and you're paying these bills, you can do the math that if you do a cash advance, you're getting a 3 to 5% fee and paying it back at 18 to 25% interest.
That's right.
Plastic, 0% card, 2.5% fee. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Now, I will say that when the cash strategies we have are implemented properly, you're still going to pay typically 3 to 5%, but it's still going to be more expensive than when you can use plastic as a primary strategy. And pretty much plastic can be used, as we put it, for any legal transaction. If there is an e-voice, an invoice, or as I like to put it, a lawyer involved, you're probably going to be able to get the deal done. We did a deal for a client not too long ago, probably 6 months ago, where they were trying to purchase a home and they need to put a down payment down. They were able to use like 7 different credit cards and do all legitimate legal transactions through plastic to convert and pay that down payment, all while doing it at 0% on their money. So, plastic, if I was going to put it one way, is a cash vessel without cash necessity. Fair enough?
That's an awesome way to put it. You bet.
Plastic.com. And by the way, they didn't pay us for this marketing, they didn't pay us for this segment.
So if we screwed it up, also, we apologize.
And correct us. Come on the show and do another discussion with us. But the reality is, plastic.com, Plastic.com, fantastic for some of those liquidation needs without actually going through cash strategies. And I'm being told to move on, so I'm going to move on. So the final topic, we're going to try to only spend 2 minutes here. Our IDP, our instant decisioning platform. So, if you guys aren't familiar with the EI3PA and some of the new regulations that are coming down the pipeline for our industry, reach out to me. Reach out to Tom, reach out to Gabriel Beal, reach out to Dustin Weitzel here at LenCred. You can find all of our information on our website and you'll be able to get to us. But, let's talk about it real quick.
This is more your baby, so I'll keep you corralled.
Well, that's fair. I'm going to need that from you. So long story short, our instant decisioning platform is something where, one, we're able to get a decision on if a client's qualified or not qualified for LenCred's program in seconds. And you've used it to pull credit, right?
Every day.
What's the longest you've waited for a credit pull?
Maybe 10 seconds.
At the absolute most, right? And that's probably the rarest of rare, right? My experience, 1 to 3 seconds more often than not. So with that, not only do you get an instant qualification-based decision, but it's going to tell you what tier of qualification that they're at, ranging from 1 to 10 today. We're going to be narrowing that down probably from 1 to 6 to simplify a little bit. But what this also does is it's a soft pull. No hard inquiry on our client's credit. No hard inquiry on your client's credit. It's huge. No sign-up fees for credit monitoring, not, hey, send me your username and password, hey, send me a copy of your credit report, which you won't be able to do soon anyway with the EI3PA. But beyond that, past all of that, it instantly scrubs the credit profile and tells us, can we help you or can we not? So that we don't start to settle these false expectations. So what we're trying to do is really advance technologically. Now the big thing that's coming for Advisor and the Advisor team and for our partners in the future, probably the next 90 days, and today again is June 11th, 2018, is we're going to get funding ranges put in place so that Dustin's brain, that gorgeous brain of his, he does have a radio face, but gorgeous brain, my brain, Tom's brain, some of the most elite credit brains here at LenCred who have been doing this for a long time are going to put pen to paper on what the average funding is based on certain client credit qualifications through analytics. Deep analytics, not just hiring some company to tell us what it should be. We're diving into it together as a company to make sure that we come up with the best possible responses for our partners. You can private label this, you can use our software platform if you want to send clients to us. There's so many options and so much coming. We're only on version 3 and it's been less than 18 months since we got it started.
The thing that I really like, just to interrupt you real quick, is that the little bit that I've seen and know about the background and the data and everything is, it's frustrating for me when people who do things similar to what we do and they're giving pre-approvals, hey, I can get you up to 75 or 100 grand. They're not the lenders, they have no idea. They don't know if you have internal records or if there's something that they didn't see on your report. So as you guys are fine-tuning this, I find the ranges and our beta testing being so much more dialed in, which is killer and awesome and all those things. But it's nice to know that we're not just saying, hey, yeah, I think we'll get you 75 grand. We're not the lender. So again, it's more saying similar profiles to yours on 80-90% are going to fall in this range. That gives us a level of confidence we haven't had, but it creates a better client experience, which makes the referral partners happier, which means that they continue to send more clients, which, I mean, it just kind of snowballs from there. But from the outside, you know, without being a part of that, that's how I see that, and it's pretty awesome stuff.
So that's a great perspective, and I kind of want to leave it there, but of course, I have to throw in my 2 cents here. So for me, the thing that I find most valuable about this is, man, that pre-approval piece. It's garbage. You're pre-approved for $75,000. You're never going to hear that language from us. You're going to hear, it looks like files like yours do an average funding range of X to X. And you know why we're not going to give you that sexy, beautiful marketing language of you're pre-approved for X? One reason. We're not in the business of creating false expectations. We are here to set a realistic expectation and create a financial roadmap to set you up for the short-term need with long-term success in mind. And not just saying we'll get there when it makes sense, but planning it out. So, going to leave it at that.
Hey, you're pre-qualified for Corvette. Come on down and you'll drive around the Corvette, and then when you get there, it's you actually qualified for the Chevy Cruze.
Yeah, that's
nothing wrong with it, just a little bit different from what they told you.
Expectations.
They got you in the door.
Yeah, I agree. So we're going to leave it there, guys. I hope you found this session really helpful. This was a partner-based segment, so this is one of our partner LenCred Credit Geek Q&As. You're going to find a lot more of these coming in the future, so give us your feedback. Let us know what else you'd like to see, and if you'd like to find out more, please click the link below for www.lencred.com. And Dustin, as always, thank you for joining me for
having me.
Another session of the LenCred Credit Geek Q&A.